Essential Alternative, 98.9 The Drive. How you doing? I'm Lindsay, and I have some very special guests in the studio with me today. Some of the most unique artists I've ever heard. Listener is in the studio. Thank you so much, guys, for being here today. You want to state your names and what you guys do in the band? Start off with Chris here.
Sure. My name is Chris Nelson, and I play guitar.
My name's Dan Smith, and I play the vocals.
My name's Chris Rochelle, and I play the drums.
Excellent. So the reason why I was saying that you guys were so unique is because I've never heard a style like yours before. A year ago, a friend of mine introduced me to your band, and I was shocked because I've never heard anything like it. How would you explain the type of music that you guys play?
Well, it's kind of just rock and roll or whatever we want to make of it, and then the vocal stylings are just a bunch of yelling and kind of poetry over that.
So where did you guys grow up? Did you grow up together, same place?
No. Me and Chris have known each other for about 8 or 9 years in the Las Vegas Valley. And then I met Dan back when he was doing hip-hop, and through a house show for him. That's how we physically met.
Cool. I didn't know you did hip-hop. How long did you do that for?
Oh, for a while, like in junior high and high school and some of college and a little bit out of college.
So would I be able to find like old stuff on YouTube of you doing it?
Probably, yeah.
Is it really different in comparison to what you do now?
Oh, yeah.
So when you guys met up, what was the idea? What was the concept behind putting yourselves together?
Well, when we met up, we wanted to just make some music together and travel and tour and try and just play live as much as we could, and so we made. I've been traveling on some songs, and so we kind of made those. Chris and I together, we made the music and traveled, and then that was for an album called Return to Struggleville, and then for Wooden Heart, we had some songs we were working on for a while, and got in the studio and produced them in different studios all across the States and Canada too, and just try to make what kind of serve the song that's in front of us, and try and figure out what a song needs, or even just the music that Chris makes, or the words that I write, or and just kind of figure it out.
So what comes first for you guys? Is it the music or the writing, or is it like a collaborative effort together? You sit down and you're like, this is what we're ready to do, this is what we want to write.
I'd say it's neither. Dan does words on his own, and I just write music all the time for us and for other projects that I'm in, and then we get together and just kind of smash them together and see what comes out.
Yeah, well, it's definitely something different. So, because you guys are so different, I'm curious, what kind of stuff did you grow up with listening to? What were some of your favorite bands that you like to listen to?
I listen to all kinds of music. It's a unique thing to hear that an individual or a group of people would think that we're a different band. I think that it's less that we're different, and the more that many things have just started to sound the same and become kind of the same thing, whereas we just kind of get after whatever we want to do, and I don't think bands or musicians do that anymore. They try and follow a certain pattern or setup, and and then getting stuck in some kind of mold. But in regards to music, I personally listen to just everything that crops in my noodle or my mood that I want to listen to. So.
Excellent. So was there something specific that you guys put on in the car to come up here, or just let it go through?
Well, we listened to a few different things. We listened to some Creedence Clearwater, and we listened to a Cure song, and some Maylene and the Sons of Disaster.
Some Radiohead.
Radiohead, and there's something I didn't know we listened to. It was after that Radiohead song. Was that another Radiohead song?
Maybe. I don't know.
So what's the reaction so far that you've been getting from people? I mean, I know that it is quite different, so people are definitely going to, I don't know, when I introduced it to one of my friends, she was really hesitant. She's like, that sounds crazy, and I mean, I'm sure that you get that every now and then, but personally for me, I was super stoked to hear it. What's been the general reaction from people?
Well, I think pretty good. I mean, sometimes at shows, you're fortunately or unfortunately, filled with a room full of people that came out of their houses a lot of times to specifically see your band, and so you're kind of the odds are stacked in your favor that you'll get people that actually want to be there, and so that's hard to really gauge, like whether or not people are booing us off stage or not, you know, because a lot of times when you might play a show, I mean, well, it just depends on the city and the night, but a lot of times you get you know, people that genuinely want to be there and be friends and hang out and listen to the tunes that we write, and but yeah, I mean, it's yeah, I don't know, it's been a mixed bag, but for the most part, I mean, yeah, I don't know yeah, we just get a lot of you know, some people that like it and some people that don't, and that's, you know, good both ways.
Take the good and the bad.
Yeah.
So are you guys currently signed right now, or?
To a
unsigned?
record label?
Yeah.
No.
No. So if anybody is interested,
Don't call
or you're
us.
not
Don't call
interested?
us.
No. What's the idea behind that? Are you preferring to stay unsigned? You want to keep doing what you're doing, just touring
We
that kind of
just-
stuff?
Or we just make music.
Yeah.
There's no, I don't think we really care or pay attention to all that stuff. That's a very specific world for a very specific person or band, and I think we're kind of, in the nicest way possible, a group of simpletons that just want to make music and let other people worry about that kind of stuff.
That's awesome. Keep to the bare bones. So you guys were in Toronto last night. What was one of your favorite shows that you played so far? Is there something that really strikes you as memorable?
Hamilton show.
Yeah, that Hamilton show is, I mean, speaking for all of us or myself, I don't know. I mean, speaking for myself, it was just, we played this show in Hamilton at this place called the Pearl Company Arts Theater, and it was just such a charming room to play in. It was just really beautiful and not perfect in any way, but just had a really nice, just a wonderful feel to the room, and a really nice show that night.
Excellent. All right. Well, that's all the questions I have. Let's see if we can get some music out of you guys. Thanks.
Cool.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Great.